On other issues that we want to bring to your attention, Honorable Minister, you are aware that Lira City is a very young institution, and we have inherited, or we should inherit, some documents, some property from the mother district, which is Lira district. As it happens, that has not been done smoothly. We believe that there is still a continuation of processing of land within the boundaries of Lira City by the Lira District Land Board. There have been 2 meetings about files of land that belongs to Lira City Land Board. One was chaired by the other secretary, and one meeting, that one took place here, and another meeting took place in Kampala, which involved the State House Anti-Corruption Unit. And deadlines were agreed for files to be handed over, files of land within the boundaries of Lira City. Up to now, Honorable Minister, that has not happened. We hope your visit here will help to facilitate the solution of the issue of the files that have been the subject of several discussions.
It is not fruitful for the development of this region. Honorable Minister, today you've come to resolve the conflict on this land, and we are glad that the Chairman Land Board Lira District clearly stated it here that it was within their own jurisdiction as mandated by the law to act upon land that do not still have titles. It is true, Honorable Minister. I know this is not the first engagement ever on issues of land. We've held, as a board member of Lira City clearly stated it, we held the first meeting with the team, and we had 2 great recommendations that the files that had land applications be submitted to Lira City, and a feedback report be submitted to the ministry. This was so clear, but up to now, this was not done. And secondly, there was a recommendation that all the signatures of all the area land committees of the divisions be submitted to the ministry.
Honorable Minister, that the provision of Section 67, Clause C of the Police Amendment Act 206, Cap 303, is untenable or unsustainable on the premise that LAP was under the district local government. Honorable Minister, as I come to hand, government as a department with its officer occupying premises constructed on the district local government land, that there is no land title in the name of Uganda Police Commissioner. There is no land title in the name of Uganda Land Commissioner for police purposes. That the police on the section 678, 67A, 67B, and 67C of the Police Amendment Act 2006, Cap 303, is inapplicable, claimed unsustainable, misconceived, and their acts are an abuse of power and oppression.
Chairman Land Board has stated are all true, but nothing but the truth about what you have done to the police. I came just in 2021. I found all this property they're talking about already in place, and allocations done in place. But what we did during my tenure, and some of the things he mentioned here, the land at the work where their offices are, was through my office, the deck And the district council approved it. The land was handed over to them because they want to build a headquarters. We gave them the land officially. I stand here. If it's being touched, then I beg him to be answerable. Because we are following the law. We are following the law. But the property which is under the local government, Honorable Minister, you need a very serious negotiation. Why am I saying so? This is going to be my last point. Because when the Tree City was created, the city took 4 sub-counties out of Lira district. In other cities, they took only villages. But the Lira district gave out 4 big sub-counties. One is Lira sub-county, which has the biggest institution, the university. We lost that revenue to Lira City. The second chunk of land, which was given and the property there, is at the Abakulira sub-county. The whole of it was given the city, with all its benefits and all its assets. You come to Ttaka, it was given out to Lira City. Then there was a sub-county which was divided from Ttaka and was already operational, called Iwan. Lira district has a lot of land which is titled, and assets that are titled. To me, if the law of Uganda has not yet changed, then the title land or property belongs to the title holder. If I am to follow the law of Uganda, which I'm not a lawyer, but not being a lawyer doesn't mean that I don't know the law. And I believe, sir, that all the title property belongs to the title holder. I have the freedom to all title. I have freedom to all title in Kampala. I have freedom to all title in UK. I have freedom to all title in anywhere in this world. And the property remains yours. In Lira here, people are struggling to grab away the title property from the district. Under which law? I would want it to be quoted here. I'm not a lawyer. Under which jurisdiction do you want to grab away a title property? The untitled property, like land, belongs to Lira District Land Board. And they're the ones that have the jurisdiction to allocate and to do whatever they want to do with it. Even me, I recognize the presence of the city. I have land which I bought. And since the city came into force, Honorable Minister, I'm using the city land board to process the title. I have the land board in Lira, but I can no longer use Lira land board, Lira District land board to process the title of land in the Lira City. And I'm doing it. I am made to understand that, of course, Lira City, Uganda Police had been renting that premise from. Lira City had been renting that premise. No, collecting rent for the premises. I don't know how true it is, but of course, once in a while I've heard over the media. So, the last I recall is that that place is titled, and the title was handed over. Whether the transfer has been effected or not, I don't know. I don't even want to know. But I want it to be for the record. Since, under the law, the mandate of the board is just unregistered land, I can authoritatively speak about the donations of 3 different plots of land, which I did show you, where we went to. This other with title, somebody competent will speak about it. Lastly, ladies and gentlemen, after entering an agreement, a negotiated settlement, a compromise with the police, which copy I have here, the original of, which I'm going to lay before you. I have been disturbed by reports, many people suing the board, that the board allocated them land which does not belong to the board and or where they cannot access. It is my understanding. You don't own a thing, but you claim ownership over it, maybe because you have
the other thing. So, that be as it may, after resolving and all satisfying the egos of the police, I thought they should have been grateful enough. I understand up to date, they are still preventing people from utilizing their lands. As the board, one of our mandates is to ensure that you utilize, develop, and or put into proper use the lands we have given you. So if we give you land, don't think that is your grandfather's land, you'll own it for 100 years. We give you a lease. A lease means to rent. If we give you land for 5 years and you don't develop it, we terminate that lease. We made efforts to terminate leases. However, there are people who have genuine reasons for which we can't terminate their leases. What is their ground? Police have stopped them from utilizing their lands. So you can't terminate it, you must give them time. I have a title and you don't want me to utilize my land. So, Honorable Minister, these are our policemen. We respect them, they're in uniform. I salute them.
Sent to the New Kibwe Stadium, Ireda, Agali said, housing estate and Ojuina formula belong to local administration police. Honorable Minister, in our law, the meaning of expression of interest has been extended to include the person in occupation of former public land who continue to do so without the authorization of the controlling authorities in the past or the district land board in modern time or other statutory right of occupation. Honorable Minister, many of the audience assembled here today now, they are subject matters. Some are sitting tenants of the property with appropriate right that the district land board allocated the state. Honorable Minister, today it could motivate and inspire me to purchase a plot 1 measuring 0.1800 acres LRR 6 folio 18 located on Wacha Load Close. I think Wacha Load could be the other one where we went, Honorable Minister. Honorable Minister, there are few elements who normally bring confusion in this region. Ireda Girl family owned by Opido Ronan, where I am registered with my wife as a proprietor on the 21st October 2019 under instrument LIR 0004292. I further purchased.
Now I've come here, as I said, because you petitioned His Excellency the President that I must come and resolve, and I'm here. I've been late because yesterday I was Mayuke. I was Mayuke, and by the time like this, I was still resolving issues. By the time we reached Kampala, it was late at night, very late in fact. So when I slept, I thought I would wake up early, but I couldn't force nature. So I woke up late, and that multiplied in my coming late here. So let me go straight to the subject matter. It has been very personality, one of the few produced out of Africa, and our own authorities, our own police arrest him. Not even giving him the minimum rights, because before you arrest, you indicate for what reason. You salute and you say, I'm so and so, I think your name is put here, I'm arresting you on suspicion of this charge. But he was just arrested, come with another car, brought, and as today, his building materials have not been returned. I've not had anybody from the police, but I see the policemen here. I don't know whether on the district or RCC we have the DPC or here to represent, because they are part of the executive the security committee of the district. Maybe they would have been here to say something. Yes, you are here. Thank you very much because you are here. Because what happened to Honorable Acon, it is a matter which the district security committee should have intervened immediately, because the RDC is the chairman of the district security committee. You are lucky that the district and the RCC are more or less in the same place. So each one of them, there are not two police stations, there are not two police forces in this country, there's only one. So either of them would have intervened immediately. And the police, under the authority of the RCC or RDC, as enshrined by law, would have immediately arrested that police officer, if he is so, who was on a frolic of his own. I don't believe he was representing the police. He was on a frolic of his own and should have been arrested immediately. Now, let me, for now, indicate two things which must be resolved before I go to on the land issue. Number one, the dispute between the Lira District Land Board and of course the Lira District Administration and the Lira City Authority. So far as from what I've heard, that dispute is already within the State House Anti-Corruption Unit. And we work in a way of one government approach. There's one government, there are not two governments. So I came with a representative of because General Isoke could not be here, he sent a representative. Where are you? I think you are around. Yeah. He's actually standing in for General Isoke. Now, please, as I came in, I was talking with him, and any issue, you recall in Mayuga where we were yesterday, those issues are now being handled very effectively by General Isoke's outfit, the state house, and we are working together. It's one government approach. So this issue between the district and city, those involving land, other administration, and other issues as raised by the chairman, please take them on board immediately. And I want that, if possible, the first meeting be held next week, so that we resolve it. It is one government, and we will thank the president gave us that unit, which can coordinate all other issues. Local government will be called, we in lands will be there, and General Isoke will be there with his technical team. We shall all be part of it. I want to assure you, this issue is going to be resolved. Amen. Whether by having those things, no, they are about three issues. There is an issue of the district. One part moves through the city to go to the other part. That must be resolved. The assets, the resolution of the assets, either for the district or city, must be resolved, and any other issue which may come and necessary for the good governance of this district. And this district is not only for the Rangi. If I tell you to raise it, people can put up their hands, and you find many people from other parts of Uganda live and reside here in Lira. What the district land boards cannot do is indicated in section 59(1)(a) of the Land Act, that the district can only allocate land which is not owned by any person or authority. So if land is titled, it is registered land, then it is owned by somebody, then the district body cannot allocate it. If it is owned by an authority, say district, national forest authority, or any other authority, then the district cannot allocate it, because it's owned by an authority. Or if somebody has a title on it, it's owned by that person, or if they are unregistered but have been tenants. In Uganda we call them Bibanja holders. If they have been there, then they are owning by virtue of being customary tenants, and you cannot allocate that land. If you do, then section 59 1A 59 1A as amended. I brought my books to read it, but now it's stuck. I can't read. It says if the district land board 59 1A as amended, if a district land board in violation of this, it allocates land which is already owned by any person or authority or under customary tenants, that transaction is void. That is the law. Now, who is under who controls public land which is given out? It's not any government department. In fact, the Constitution says that district land board, in its execution of its duties, it's not under the control of any person or authority. I think, sir, that's what it is. So, in the exercise of their functions, they are not subject to police, they are not subject to anybody, by whatever name code, or to any authority. So, when the Lira District Land Board allocated that land as detailed in a petition to Honorable Julius Acon, they were exercising their authority under the Constitution. Public land, which, as you have seen, it has come evolved, jealously protected, always by a public body, by a specified law from 1903 or 02 up to today. So I fail to understand how the police can come and say this one when the district has exercised its constitutional job without being coerced by any person or authority, and say we allocate you this land. So honorable, this land is yours by virtue of the allocation, and immediately release honorable Otuke's property now at the police station. Restore it back to him. Give him the protection which is entitled to under the Constitution to continue with his construction without any hindrance. He is entitled to protect for the quiet enjoyment of his land which he obtained by virtue of the process of the law. So please go and execute that. And that was the directive of His Excellency the President. And the recent cases, Chairperson, you talked as if, no, of the board. You see, he talked as if he's a lawyer.
He's a lawyer.
Okay, that's why I was getting amused by the language he was using. I said, they carry the force of law. So, please, this was the directive, restore. And as executive committee, so Chairman, now and again, you can go and resume, execute the directive as given. Chairperson, let you come here now of the district.
Yes, sir.
Now, you are, as chairman in that capacity, you are also a member of the district.
Yes.
Please ensure that whoever committed these atrocious committees cooperate with the officer from the special duties, the one who has been standing here, and ensure all these people are all brought to book. All of them must face justice. The directive of the president said, arrest them, put them before the court, and make sure they serve the sentence up to last. And no bail, no police bond. Thank you. The titles are being grabbed from them. Yes. I have said, and I say, and I repeat it in the name of the President of Uganda, that the title deeds you have, as long as they have gone through the district land board or city land board, and the city land board or district land board has jurisdiction over that land. Though, and there was a minute, a proper minute pass which you took to the EMSO. Yeah, EMSO, you are here, representative here. And they gave a title, nobody should disturb you. The chairman of the board indicated it, and I want to repeat it. Section 59 of the Registration of Titles Act, Salot is here. That section guarantees that the one holding the title is the true proprietor of that land. The one who named in that title, yes, you are the owner of that land. Nobody should touch you. Yes. So all of you with the title deeds, yes, those title deeds are yours. Yes. That is your property guaranteed under Article 26(1) of the Constitution. Even when the government wants it, it will have to pay you prompt, adequate, and whatever fair compensation prior to taking over. Now, if the government must do that, how can a mere individual come and say, give it to me, give it to me? Just arrest that individual. It should never happen in this district.
And plot 4
allocated to the police.
Exactly. Our records. No, these are private lands. All these other ones are private lands, including where the people is the land. These are private property. Even the other side, where the people is sleeping, the other stuff that you see there, the toilets and so on, that is private property.
That's all private property.
Exactly. These two plots, all of these, yes, 2 and 4. That's what we do.
I have next to my land, but by the council, then the RDC, other people bought, many people bought, 18 people bought, without any problem. Now here was for the district, I mean for the
county,
the sub-county. That's why I was telling the chairman to explain to you so that you know. Now here, they bought land, with this money which they sold with the land, they bought land.
An alternative plot.
In I know the place on the other side of the route where it is existing. So because of that, they decided to give this to the police. Now no more headquarters here. Now this is police, this is police. But those prison, that was the prison there. Now it is also allocated to somebody. So here there's no encumbrance. Where there's an encumbrance is also not much. But understand that all the police bosses had come with their legal team. But they waited for you, understand, they've gone.
Left back. They went back last night.
Yeah.
I think they feel embarrassed.
And so they continue not only to arrest, for example, they did, if they can arrest the honorable minister, I mean, a honorable member of parliament, an Olympic champion, what chance do we ordinary people have? So, this place you see here was allocated sometimes back. Most people have not developed because of the police. They have been stopping people.
This is called what?
This is Ireda Estate.
Ireda Estate. Housing estate.
This is Ireda Housing Estate. This is Ireda Agali village, to be precise. Sometimes back when we sat about 2-3 years ago, actually 2 years ago I think, as the board, we intended to terminate leases of lessees who have not developed their plots. And so, I got a write-up from about 80% of the lessees What was their case? They have not developed because they have been stopped by the police. And of course, you know, since that was a justifiable ground, we could not terminate those measures. We had to give them, you know, an extension of time. But that be as it may, like you may know, or you know, when the city came up, the city took up, you know, operations of jurisdictions in the city. And so, there were issues you also aware about that. So we decided to take off our hands. But howsoever, the facts on record are that these plots were located
By your board.
by the board, Lira District Land Board, which is the father of Lira City.
And you have the record.
The records are available, sir.
How about this building?
Pardon?
There's a
This is
lecturer,
this is just one of the developers. All this area,
There's no problem.
You must give a lot of money.
from the other side, from where we are going to sit, going this road up to somewhere there, where we came from, even including of this building. This is
One of the One of
yes.
the
Okay, this is
Omar Amin.
Omar 20. I think that is plot 20, because the next 21, 23. So, but most of the people have not developed their plots.
Police has stopped.
Police has been stopping them. As if that is not bad enough, even when we allocated them land and we thought we had resolved this matter, I am going to avail you with a copy of the allocation letters for the lands we have been talking about. Received by the RPC. It was, I'll get the name, it's on the record.
Imatu.
Not Imatu. After Imatu. Somebody came. Having received it, and we thought the matter had been laid to rest, they continued to date, including arresting Honorable, that is encroaching on their land. Maybe the rest we shall talk from there, because there are some people who are now claiming to be more police than the Uganda police.
Yeah. So
How about this one there? That's somebody land?
that's one of the lecturer later. They stopped him the same day with me. That was on the 18th January, Honorable Minister. I brought the grader to open up the boundary, that side for another man and this mine. So they outgone acting RPC by name Alan
To Gizire.
Gizire.
They don't come and
He
arrested him.
claimed that I should give him one plot of mine, and then I have to pay 30 million.
But interestingly, I don't
And
think
he
transferred,
made,
so he didn't have jurisdiction.
12
by the way.
police arrested me. They threw me under the bus. The minister of bigger helped me. I was calling from underneath the pickup. And then he instructed the OC, like, you have to release Honorable John. Why don't you tell him to drive straight to the CPS and then put him under the pickup? So that's what
So
happened
most
on the
importantly,
18th. Up to now, they're still holding my construction tools at the CPS. I
So
think.
this is Wacha Old Road. Okay. I'm afraid this must have been the opening. I see this is a new development.
By an individual.
I am actually worried and afraid because I think this should be the entrance, because this is the area we are located. Eh?
Where is the mango tree?
And the last time I was here,
Up
this is the entrance.
to the
It
mango
goes up to the other side. So the implication is, maybe we shall have to pass from the other side, because I see this is something relatively new.
Right.
I'm afraid. Maybe you can pass from the other side so as to access it, because I want you to physically see.
Okay.
Because it is on our record, which document I'm going to submit to you. So, since this place has been closed up, is it a park? Huh? No, it's not park.
It is.
This is a car. Yeah, let's use the car, because it's about it's less than 500 meters, just about 200 meters on the other side. There's an entrance from the other side, where we shall get in 40 minutes. Okay, 30 minutes, maybe. You are running. Maybe, but we can drive around.
Okay.
But what's important, I want you to know the starting point. So this is where it starts from. So if you're going this side,
that is
this is the police headquarters.
Oh.
North Kyoga.
This is the North Kyoga.
That is North Kyoga. And that was also, it was given to them at the time of insurgency.
Oh.
At the time of insurgency, you know, of course, people were running from rural centers, they were coming to town. And so there was need, definitely, you know, with increment in population. There's an attendant need also for security. So the district provisionally or temporarily allocated them this area. More than 10 years ago, by the way. Actually, about 20 years ago. So that is where they are. And that is where what became known as North Kyoga. Okay? All these places, this was originally, you know, district land. So there were camps here, settlements here, all over the place. All these places you see, these were settlements at the peak of insurgency. But that be as it may, as development cropped on, you know, so that place has remained as North Kyoga. Courtesy of, you know, the good people of Lira district. This is the famous Akibwa Olympic Stadium. This place you see fenced. This is also a courtesy of Lira district local government. Land donated by the land board, which I am the proud chair of. If I don't thank myself, who is going to do so? Let me start from, if you may please you, start from that story rising and ends just near here.
Near that car.
If the pleases you, let me stand and go. Yes, this is it. So this building is outside. Yes. 2 years ago, we came here with staff from the region, RPC, legal officer, and the rest. And we did a locus here. We came and surveyed and looked at the land, including surveyors, physical planners, and our technical staff. So, from my recollection, this is where it stops. There are two plots, 2 and 4. And this is, from my recollection, I think this is Bunyashi Road. Okay, that can be rectified from our records, because of the records, which is not here now. So, officially, when we came here, we came to confirm what the district had officially allocated to the Uganda Police. 2 plots. So this is it. The other one is the other side of the road where we are going to after here.
So, was there a survey which actually indicated that?
Exactly.
And 4
exactly.
ends here.
If we get surveyors here, they will even allocate the exact points where it stops. Save that we have not come with the surveyors now, so we can't do that. As the officers, the police, hospital, they said, and the others I will get from the record.
So this is the
this is land the district allocated to Uganda Police, courtesy of their request. Not because they owned it, they requested the district, and the district did allocate to them. So like we did, this is 9.6 acres. 9.6 acres, and it starts from here. It starts from Uganda Police. We passed around up to this point. This is the road we came through. This is Okello Degree Road. So this land, which we have passed, moved around. Sorry. This is called James Ajal Road. This is the land that we are located to Uganda Police. It is measuring 9.6 acres. We allocated it to them in 2021. The records are there. I'm going to avail you with minutes of the board and everything. Okay. This is the land. So I thought it is important. So, plot 2 and 4 officers. Then the sub-county's former residence, the sub-county's former residence, where we went for barracks. and this for regional headquarters, 9.6 acres. Of course, what is in the jurisdiction? Uganda Police. And so it is the band. Actually, when you come maybe during the day, you find they're playing, practicing the band and so on and so forth. However, of course, without, I don't have the record, but the police was renting it from Lira City. I'm also wondering how. Because if I have a land title, and they're not renting from me. So, Lira City, I'm told, was renting, renting out these premises to the police. But you can get details from, but howsoever, this was donated to the Uganda Police. As and when we are doing those allocations, they also thought it was prudent to give them these premises. So, including the land title was handed over to the Uganda Police, courtesy of Lira District Local Government. So it passed, I think, this area, it goes up, I can't precisely describe the exact location, but I know it is within this precinct. This area is passing here up to the other side. This entire place was donated to the Uganda Police. So,
actually here, who has got a lot of fame to Lira, at least the national, is it the East African or the African football? Yeah, so I'm glad that their construction has begun.
Extending up to there, proceeding the other side, behind is what we have to the Uganda Police. Physical view. This, going the other side up that mango tree and behind.
With this access,
this place has been closed. That's none of my interest.
This is a new development.
Exactly. But so, this is what we get as the land board. And it is on record.
This one.
Now, this is the land that we are located in.
We have the media within us. Media, wherever you are. The land board led by the city chairperson. You're most welcome, sir. We have the police. I can see them around, led by, I don't know who, but we have the officers around. Some of the other security officers led by, we have the office of the DISO, and the community members who have come also to witness what is going to take place here. If you know that you are from within, or you are Ministry Zonal Office led by the PAS, you're most welcome, sir, and your team. So those are some of the few persons as time goes by. So by this, I want to request that we move to the next item, that is item 6, having a remarks, welcome remarks. Yes, sir, you're welcome.
Thank you, Honorable Minister, the Presidential Advisor, the RCC, all the political leaders and the civil servants who are here. My name is Augustine Omara. I'm not the chairperson of
and plot 4
Allocated.
exactly our record. So these are private lands. All these other ones are private lands, including where the
For construction.
Which land are we looking at now?
we are looking at plot 2 and 4,
Where are they?
which belongs to the Uganda Police.
Yeah.
Okay? This is it. From the other point up to here. Yeah. That is what authoritatively I have on my record as chairperson. The land. These are private property. Even the other side, where that beautiful is, the other structure you see there, the toilet and so on, that is private property.
That's all private property.
Exactly.
This
These 2 plots, only these, yes, 2 and 4. That's what we are. Let's go there. Cross.
Even this wall,
This wall actually is inside it, the other side. I am only afraid that
no, you consider the last email.
Sajja ina gasi.
Considering the last email, yes, I say number the my interdem link here for
This is where I live. I know this land I'm talking about. I will tell you. Very
the other side.
No,
Just
no
200
tarmac.
meters from here.
No tarmac.
Okay. No, there's a road. The rest of the quality of the road and so on. But
They have started by the
there's a road.
The tarmac will
At
come.
the end of this, there's a road there. So that is how we are thanking him also. So he's not an ordinary person.
On the Abachon Road, Akibua Stadium. Wonderful.
So do we
Akibua was the
Olympic champion.
Olympic Stadium.
And this is the other
And Achona world champion.
Yeah,
World champion.
Exactly. World champion.
So would we drive slowly, and then we turn back?
I think we can do
Okay.
that.
Then we go.
And get back.
nyumba za basirikale. Sasa wakita Kibo. Kibo Memorial
Stadium.
Double eyes. Right? Double eye.
See, this is a relatively new wall. I do not know who put it up.
Could it be a police development or what?
I do not know. Maybe the DPC could advise us. But most importantly, it is on record. It is documented. We are located at them. We came with the DPC. We came with the RCC. Legal office.
And then we go back.
So we are going to move like this, but so this is part of the estate. The other, that is the land. It is only this side which was
Why
allocated.
should the police particularly
County land.
Sub-county land. So the district decided, okay, of course, there's local government, I mean the sub-county and the district. They decided to allocate some lands. All procedures were followed, and it was allocated. So behind, right from here, you see, going up to down there was allocated to developers before I come to office. But I know it is on record. Allocations were done. That is what Honorable is talking about.
And they got titles.
Yeah, the people who are given, they've got titles now. Others have even built.
People, others have developed, others are trying.